The somewhat controversial debated topic of who will rule the BR scene between the two mega titles Warzone Mobile or Apex Mobile. But the true question that should be asked is, how well will the developers adapt to the mobile market in general? Everyone has to remember that most of these PC games and companies are new to the mobile market, and of course they do have the means to recruit and execute the proper game plan when tackling such a huge scene and a huge audience. Because to be very honest, we the mobile community can be very impatient but extremely passionate about the subjects and topics that we truly care about in the mobile space, and rightfully so. I'm not here to debate about the Apex Mobile and Warzone within the mechanic aspect and how much skills is required to play the game. Absolutely not, because it would always be a losing argument when it comes to Apex, because Apex has always set these standards when it comes to fluidity of the movements, game mechanic, and the basic skill gap between player to player. It is inherently superior to even make a solid argument for Warzone to even compete. But we're not here to argue about that. We are here to shine light and give feedback to the main cause of what makes a game prosper and what can inevitably push a game to its demise, which is the core of it all: the developers and the official involved in creating a well-designed and well-functioning game from the very base and core of it all. Alpha and beta testing are always there to lay the grounds for the final product, for it to flourish, and when you have 6 betas including alphas and a soft launch like Apex Mobile did, and the final product needs an additional 6 seasons to get closer to the state of what the game was originally meant to be at, then we got a major problem, and it is obviously stemming from the core of it all. You also have a lot of lingering unanswered questions. What were the developers doing during all those betas? Why have they not reached out to figures who have been in the mobile space for the longest time and asked for advice? Why have they not taken the necessary steps to improve in a real time instead of prolonging and ignoring the community? So many questions that Warzone Mobile took complete note of as of today and worked extremely hard for the betterment of the mobile community towards their game that hasn't even been released yet. Let's make a quick checklist of what they have done so far. They have scheduled and a recorded interview about Warzone Mobile on GameSpot, laying the roadmap ahead of time. They have advertised Warzone Mobile on the biggest possible stage on the next Modern Warfare event with all the major mobile content creators in present time. Real-time updates on the alpha version and information dished out to the mobile community on all social platforms. They flew notable content creators to get feedback and brainstorm future ideas and what works and what doesn't from people who actually know what they're talking about. The game has already a potential release date on the App Store, keeping the community hyped and engaged at all times. These are just a few things that Warzone Mobile has done right so far. 10 more than Apex Mobile has ever done, and it's also true that right now Apex Mobile is in a much better state, but they lost more than 70% of their player base, who also happen to return first week or two of every new season and every new update, then just bail because of lack of engaging content. I'm honestly not here to hate on Apex Mobile, but they absolutely messed up on so many levels. I'll give you an example. It's like going to an extremely hyped restaurant and you get your whole family and friends to go eat there, and it turns out to be such a letdown. Then the next day the manager calls you and it'll be like, I'm sorry for the bad service and the bad food, please give us another chance and come back. We go back and the food is even worse. It has just left a really bad taste in people's mouths, and it will take a miracle to bring that back. Warzone Warzone Mobile has gained one extra fan in me simply because of the communication. They do so much for the community and the game isn't even out yet. And for that, they have my respect. Also, the improvements made are absolutely insane from the previous alpha until now. The gameplay looks absolutely crisp and sharp. But I want you, the viewer, to let me know your thoughts about Warzone Mobile and what it has for the future. Also, the current state of Apex Mobile today. How do you guys feel about it? And is there room to improve? Can they come back? Can they compete in the top echelon of mobile games alongside with Warzone Mobile? Do they still have a chance? Let me know in the comments below. Also, Warzone Mobile is expected to have a globally released in May 15, 2023. Well, as always guys, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that like and a sub button and hit that notification bell for the almighty algorithm god, and I'll see your beautiful faces in my next video.